This is the view NASA has been waiting for. The Space Shuttle Challenger, as a visitor from another planet might see it, silently speeding around the Earth at a deceptive 17,000 miles an hour. The breathtaking pictures quickly used up all the adjectives at the space agency.
Beautiful.
Gee, it just really looks super up here. It's a real beauty.
The TV shots came from this West German space platform called SPAS for Shuttle Pallet Satellite, a flying boxcar full of experiments launched early this morning. With Commander Bob Crippen flying the shuttle, astronaut John Fabian worked Challenger's 50-foot remote arm to fling the satellite into space. As this animation shows, after the arm released the SPAS, Challenger was maneuvered down and away to a distance of 1,000 feet. Then Crippen drove the shuttle in for rendezvous, brief thrusts of its jets causing the hopping motion. The real pictures underscore the significance. It is the heaviest load, 3,300 pounds, the arm has ever lifted. It is the first object to be plucked out of the orbiter, dropped into space, and then retrieved. Critical for future missions, when satellites will be grabbed out of orbit to be fixed on board or back on Earth. The first real repair will be done next year on the 13th shuttle mission to replace parts on a scientific satellite studying solar flares. Without the repairs, the $175 million orbiting lab is useless. Crippen, who will command that mission too, was optimistic.
The orbiter's really handling like a champ.
After lunch, it was Rick Hauck's turn to fly the orbiter, while Sally Ride worked the arm, sending SPAS off again for another game of tag. Everything worked smoothly and efficiently, and Challenger circled the Earth with its remote arm flexed, by chance, in the shape of a 7 during this 7th shuttle mission.
I've been told that some crews in the past have announced that we deliver. Well, from Flight 7, we pick up and deliver.
But the success of today's procedures was overshadowed by clouds over Challenger's final goal, a scheduled landing back here at the Kennedy Space Center. With a low-pressure system currently stuck over central Florida, NASA is not optimistic about bringing the shuttle in. The uncertain weather has already led President Reagan to cancel his plans to come here. Challenger has 2 chances to land here on Friday and enough supplies to stay in orbit through Sunday. But even though NASA wants and needs a landing here, they will be forced to prepare the backup site at Edwards Air Force Base in California if the forecasts continue to be bad. That decision won't be made before tomorrow. Lynn Scher, ABC News at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida.